The last time I covered Multiversus lore, we went over how Shaggy got his powers, Reindog's origin story, and how the Nothing is destroying universes, and how all of these champions of Warner Brothers are being assembled to stop it. And there's still a lot we have left to cover, from even more lore inside of the character dialogue, to what the Nothing can potentially be, and how new fighters help add on to this lore. Is Multiversus as innocent and fun as it originally seemed? Or is there something sinister lying beneath? Well, Horde, let's find out. Well, to start, I figured we could revisit some characters that I left out, because as it's been pointed out to me, there are a lot of characters that help add on to the lore, especially Rick and Morty. Yes, these two rascals are very devious indeed. Their character descriptions actually help tie into the lore. Well, Rick's does. Morty's is just kinda there. On the Multiversus website, this is what Rick's character description says. A nihilistic mega genius and one of the galaxy's most wanted. Earth-hailing scientist Rick Sanchez has seen just about everything reality has to offer. Nearly always accompanied by his grandson Morty, the two of them have saved the galaxy and the space-time continuum dozens of times. I'd also like to point out before going any further that it says, "Let me Deus Ex Machina this shit and go home." And what that means is an unexpected power or event saving a seemingly hopeless situation, especially as a contrived plot device in a play or novel. While I don't think Rick alone is going to save the day, he is a really good addition to this team, and the Something knows what he's doing when he's picking these characters. This helps tie into the narrative that Something is bringing all these people here to help defend from the Nothing. And since this Something doesn't have a name, and I need to distinguish it from the Nothing so nobody gets confused, we will be calling this Something Kanye West for the duration of the video. As I was saying though, Rick's description kind of gives us more insight onto what Kanye is trying to do here. He's trying to assemble a team of people who are really good at what they do. Rick and Morty seem like obvious picks because, you know, they saved the universe a bunch of times, so why can't they do it again, right? Well, at least that's the hope. As we keep seeing the roster grow with people like Black Adam and Stripe on the way, it seems like Kanye is just trying to grab whoever is available. Like, whoever can help in any way, shape, or form, they're gonna be in here. And speaking of characters, there were a couple of characters that I glossed over that help add on to the lore with their dialogue. Characters like Bugs Bunny, LeBron James surprisingly, and a lot more. So I'm gonna rectify that mistake and I'm gonna go through all the characters that I never went through and give you all the lines that help add on to the lore. Let's start with Bugs Bunny.
The situation gets nuttier and nuttier, don't it? You got me on your side, and I'm a lean, mean fighting machine.
While Bugs isn't exactly the craziest, it gives us more insight onto what's going on. And a lot of these characters have a lot more interesting stuff than Bugs, so bear with me. Next up, we got LeBron James.
Free throws won't help me here. Doesn't matter what world we in. We never give up. Whew. I'm a long way from Akron. Bet you didn't think I'd be here, huh? I don't know how I'm gonna explain all this to my family. Man, doesn't matter what you up against. Never back down.
Out of all the characters I'm going to share with you today, I think LeBron is probably the weirdest because he's a real person and, you know, it's kind of weird to see him in Multiverses, and it kind of just ties into like we're a part of Multiverses, which is really weird. Anyways, here's the next character.
When this is all over, you gotta come to Metropolis sometime. It's a shame we can't get the whole Justice League here. They'd take care of this no problem. We're a long way from Kansas, huh? Once a secret organization makes a teenage clone of you, it's hard to be surprised anymore. Seeing all these different dimensions really makes you think. I wonder if there's one where Krypton is still around.
Superman's speaking straight facts here, but let's see what Batman has to say regarding the lore as well.
These are strange times. But with you in charge, I think we might just be okay. This isn't going to be easy, but stick together and we'll be fine. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us. If I know you, you've got a plan up your sleeve.
And besides that, there really isn't that much that's already been said for the lore in the dialogue system. Honestly, most of the dialogue is pretty interesting, but it really does just range from Wonder Woman saying something about how the Elder Gods gave her powers, or just who are you, where are we, etc. So that's about it, but please let me know if I missed any pretty interesting dialogue and I'll be sure to take a look at it for next time. Thank you. Besides all that character dialogue that's just so juicy, what else did you guys help me figure out? Well, I ended up figuring out two possibilities for what the nothing really is. And they are both pretty strong in their own ways, but I'm going to start with the weakest one, which has to be the Learning with Pibby one. Learning with Pibby is a show which was presented on Adult Swim's YouTube channel in 2021. The main draw in this is the glitchy black thing that sucks up all the cartoons and destroys their worlds, similar to how the Nothing is destroying worlds and the multiverse in Multiverses. And that's about where the comparisons end, if I'm being honest, simply because the glitchy stuff is nowhere to be found in Multiverses, and there's no evil or glitchy champions yet. Is it possible that this could be the reasoning? Well, yeah, it could be, since Warner Brothers technically owns the rights to all the Pibby stuff, but at the same time, it feels like if they were going the Pibby route, they would have already done so, and she's not in any of the leaks. So, I don't think it's Pibby related, but I think it's a good choice. And then the one that I'm surprised about that I didn't even consider, the Nothing from the Never Ending Story. In the novel and in the movie, it's portrayed as a raging storm, destroying everything in its path. It is created by a lack of human imagination and a reluctance to read books. In the book, the Nothing is controlled by something, but it's never revealed who or what specifically. This unknown being is not to be mistaken with Kanye West though, who we established is a good guy and is bringing in these heroes to help defend from the Nothing. Alright, Kanye has to assemble a team, kind of like how Bugs did in Space Jam 2, but instead of the ultimate game of basketball for gamers, it's just a game for gamers. Now, hear me out. I think that Multiversus is doing a fourth wall break. Shocking, I know. They're doing a fourth wall break though, and we're a part of the lore. We're helping defend against the Nothing by playing this game. And the more we play this game, the easier it is for these heroes and champions to fight back. And without us, the lives of billions would be a lot more dull. Well, at least 20 million plus, just so you know. And that's the crazy thing. All of us play a crucial part in keeping everything afloat, which is just being reconfirmed over and over again. The Nothing though is a real threat and is actively continuing to destroy worlds as we assemble a huge super team of heroes in what will be an ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. We're even getting villains like Stripe and anti-heroes like Black Adam, so who's to say what'll be next? Let me know if there's anything I missed, Horde, because I feel like I missed something. And I'd like to thank you all for the support. Please like and subscribe if you feel like this content's pretty banger. I already subscribed to myself because I think I'm a pretty good content creator, but I don't know. Brains!